Okay, so here we go with a group project. Starting out on, of course, our home page, our Start Here page, and if you look over on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll now see that there's a Group Project tab. If you click on that, it's got all of the important information. So this class is really small. There's only about 10 people in this class, which is awesome. So the groups are going to be small as well. So we've got two groups of 3 and one group of 4. So if you click on that, hopefully it'll load. All right, so group 1 consists of James, Brenton, and Tia, and your topic is going to be the United Nations. Group 2 is Jordan, Heather, and Leanne. Your topic will be U.S. internment camps and specifically the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. And Brooklyn, Dylan, Amy, and Colton, your topic is going to be the civil rights movement. So if you get confused, can't remember which group you're in or what your topic is, just come back to this page and it will give the breakdown for you. Okay, click back on groups. So let's go back to group project. Click here on overview. I'm not going to go into every, read this out to you, but basically gives you an overview and expectations and what all needs to be done in order to complete this group project. So you'll be assigned to groups of 3 or 4. You're required to, we're not going to pick any, from the list below, you need to decide which role you would like to assume. Everyone will contribute to the project in different ways, just according to the role that you take on. Look over this. This is basically slides for your PowerPoint. So this group project consists of 2 things, a PowerPoint presentation and a written paper. Probably your paper is going to be somewhere to 3 to 4 pages long, not too long, because you're not doing just heavy intensive research on this. So read over that part. If you do have any questions, let me know. If you are confused about what all the slides contain, shoot me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And ignore any noises in the background. My dog is in here with me, trying to get my attention. Here is what should be on the paper. Title page, body of paper, and then your very last page should be a works cited page. If you've never written a paper before or you don't know about MLA formatting, here's pretty much the gist of MLA formatting, but then there's also websites, the Purdue Online Writing Lab. Visit that website. It will help you format your paper. All right, and then these are the different roles for everyone in your group. So there's 2 groups of 3 people. So you need to choose one of the top 3 here. Either the background information, the contribution information, or the legacy/5 important things. Okay, so if you decide that you're going to collect all the background information, you are going to be in charge of compiling just essential information. For instance, if we're talking about the civil rights movement, why was this movement started? Who were some of the key people at the beginning of this movement? What was their motivation? Why did they want the civil rights movement to happen? The next person, you're going to do contribution information. So what contributions did these people give to this movement? What contributions did it leave for society? So contribution and legacy, you're going to work really close together in formulating your slides and your part of the paper. The legacy part, what are 5 really important things that we should remember? And also, not just those 5 things, but is the United Nations a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it both? Can you find some good things with the United Nations? Or are there some bad things that come with being a part of the United Nations? So look for topics like that. If you are in a group of 3, you are all going to assume the role of the editor. So you're all going to be contacting each other via email. I set up some discussion boards that you can use as well within this course. So if you're not really good at emailing, but you can check in once a week and be like, hey group, this is what I did on your discussion board. That's what those are there for. But the editor, in those groups of 3, you're all going to make sure that your part of the paper and your part of the slides are formatted correctly. They flow, they make sense. Spelling and grammar is checked. So you kind of pass this role around to each other. That one group of 4, group 3, one person will assume the role of editor. So that fourth person, and don't think that you're getting out of doing a lot, because you're going to help each person with background information and helping them come up with the right way to word it and how to put it into PowerPoint. You're going to be the one responsible for making sure the PowerPoint flows nicely and there's background to it and pictures added here and there. You're also going to be the person that makes sure that the paper adheres to MLA format. You will read the entire paper, check for grammar and spelling errors. You're also going to make sure that you've got the 1-inch margins on everything, that the works cited page is done correctly. So just because you think that that's an easy job, it's going to be a lot more than you think. This person is also the contact person. I only want one person from your group sending me information. I do not want all three of you to send me stuff for me to piece together. It needs to come to me in one whole package. So if you go back out, let's go back up to the top here and find the group project deadlines. Okay, the group project deadlines, you don't have anything really pressing until after spring break. That does not mean that you can slack off until spring break looking for stuff, because I'll be able to tell if you threw this together the night before it's due. Week 6, that's February 22nd through the 26th, one person, whomever you designate in those groups of 3 or group 4, your editor, will send an email to me telling me your topic, just reminding me, hey, this is group 1, this is our topic. Each person in this group is going to assume this role. That is due before midnight on February 26th. Part 2 is a check-in during week 9. This is the week after spring break, so each person will submit to the editor by that Thursday night, or groups of 3 are all going to get together Thursday night and make sure that your PowerPoint slides look good and then a rough draft of your paper is ready to be turned in. I'm not expecting this to be finished. It's okay if it's rough, it's okay if you haven't added pictures here and there, but I want to see that you've been working and at least the bones of this project are together. Friday, one person will email me your work Friday before midnight on March 25th. Your final check-in is during week 14, the end of April. You're going to get together before that Thursday or Thursday, and you're going to make sure that everything is ready to be submitted to me the next day. So this is your last chance to edit everything, make sure it looks right. You're going to shoot it off to one person. That person's going to look at it, make sure, yeah, this is what we want to turn in for our final project grade. And then that person will have it emailed to me by midnight on Friday, April 29th. Again, make sure that you're checking in with each other, sending email. We've got people from all over the state, so you're not going to be able to, sit down and do this in person, face to face. It's okay to use email. Right over here, you'll see discussion board. I've set up discussion boards for you. Once we get going, you can start a thread in there and talk to each other. And it's okay if you want to look and see what other people are doing as well. I'm going to try to check in every once in a while on these discussion boards, and if you post a question there for me, I'll try to answer it. Again, if you ever have a question, feel free to email me. I'm going to try to have some examples of, what I'm looking for. PowerPoint, I don't need anything spectacular, guys. Just give me what I'm asking for. You can go a little bit above and beyond that to make it look nice and pretty and all the animations and transitions in the slideshow, but I'll try to have those up and posted for you way before spring break, so you have an idea of what I'm looking for. But definitely within the month of February, that will be posted in your group project.